we're gonna do this. Okay. We're gonna do this. Right, and then we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Okay, all right. That'll work. Okay. So, anyway, right, so this is like Kai Trabach, right? And basically he has come to the same conclusions that like we have, right? Not you, but like you know what I mean, like the neo-reactionist movement and shit about like the managerial class, right? I think you're gonna really like this. It's going to give you some really good talking points. And it's like good talking points for me too, because it explains it from like a normie point of view.
Oh, that's good.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Listen.
Why are states so ineffective in trying to combat the fertility crisis? Even though the demographic collapse it will lead to, empirically is one of the most palpable threats to the current socio-political order. How come states either seem to not really acknowledge the severity of the issue at hand and they just kind of ignore it, or, if they actually try to combat the terminal decline, they are utterly unsuccessful? For a long time, I was struggling with this question. The final breakthrough in my thinking about this issue came just recently, when I finished the book Leviathan and Its Enemies by Samuel T. Francis, which many people repeatedly recommended to me as an essential read for understanding our current day and age. And I have to admit, these folks were correct. The book truly is an outstanding read, and it contains many deeply insightful observations and conclusions. I do recommend everyone to read it. The subject of the book is the description of the so-called managerial revolution, which is the emergence of an entirely new ruling elite in the West, and many other parts of the planet as well, composed of broadly defined managerial class, or people that derive their elite membership and position.
Now, like, yo, listen, so, you know, we talk about the fucking elite, you know, I mean, the managerial revolution written by James Burnham. Yeah, it's James Burnham, right? And this is brought up by Mulbug and turned into Cathedral. It's also mentioned by your favorite guy, Uncle Ted.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, so this is not like a new concept in any way, you know what I mean? But I think Burnham did it better, but this guy, you know what I mean, he's going to break it down for like normies. So like normies can understand exactly what's going on, and it's really good. I just want to mention James Burnham, you know, because I think everybody should read that book. It's fucking great. That and Machiavellians, the saviors of motherfucking democracy. Fucking like that shit's a super cool ass fucking book. Keep going.
Of influence by having a particular set of managerial, technical, or verbal skills, obtained most often by college education. To put it crudely, with a considerable amount of simplification, it is the rule of the experts. Now, there are many videos on YouTube dedicated to this piece of literature, so I won't just create another video describing what the book is about and why it is brilliant. I obviously will concisely describe the central hypothesis of the book, so this video is completely understandable for all of you who have not read the book. But being the demographics-focused person that I am, I couldn't help but constantly apply the concepts described in the book to the topic of demographics, even though the text itself does not directly engages with the issue of population decline.
Bro, look at that fucking map. Do you see that shit?
That's a lot of red.
That is a lot of red, son.
Luckily, Africa is totally green. Oh, that's fantastic.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't think Saudi Arabia should be green. Or Iran. Like, both of them are below replacement, too. And actually, a bunch of those countries in northern Africa are all below replacement, too. Like Egypt and fucking...
Wait,
Libya,
why is Turkey not green? They're importing so many goddamn people.
Oh, because Turkey's a urbanized country.
Yeah, but they import so many people.
Yeah, they're urbanized though. They're all in cities. That's why.
I guess that is what it is.
You know, Istanbul. You know. All right. Keep going now.
Decline, demographic crisis, or subreplacement fertility. However, the book's content is highly relevant in this regard, even though Samuel Francis does not mention it at all, especially the parts dedicated to the basic ideological paradigms of managerial ideology. The book was written quite a long time ago, in the 1990s I think, and it is a culmination of the lifelong observations of the author, which means that the book was created in an environment before...
Yo, listen, bruh. Fucking 1990s to, like us. Think about it like this. Okay, I was born in 1983. Okay, the Vietnam War had ended 8 years before I was born.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the 90s aren't that long ago. It's only 30 years. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, again, but like, fucking when we were kids, right? And I mean, even like, say, like when I was 20 in 2003, right? You're only talking 28 years ago, we were in the Vietnam War, and that was a long time ago. And I mean, like, fucking 6 years before that was a summer of love in Woodstock.
My parents participated in Woodstock.
Makes sense. I mean, I'm just saying, like, fucking, this is, like, it is it's a long time ago to, like, a Zoomer, right? Like, this guy is probably, like, 22, 23, maybe 24 years old, something like that.
Oh, yeah, anything more than 30 years old is, like, old as fuck to him. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I get that.
Remember we were, like, 22, and they were talking about, like, the 60s and 70s, and, like, and it would be on, like, an oldie station.
Yeah, that shit's... Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
I mean, when I think of shit that's like actually old, like I usually it's like shit that's older than my grandparents. But yeah, I guess you could call it.
I mean,
old,
listen, when we were 20, right? What I mean, like, we thought like the fucking our parents shit that they were talking about like back in the day was old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking. I was born in the Cold War.
Technically speaking, you were. Yes.
Not technically speaking. I was born during the Cold War. And at the height of the Cold War.
When did the Berlin Wall fall down? 1991?
91, yeah. I was born in 83, right? So 8 years before the fucking Berlin Wall fell, I was born. Right? And like these kids, they have no idea the Berlin Wall ever fucking existed.
Dude, there are kids nowadays that there are motherfuckers that could drink that were born after 9/11. That shit's crazy to me.
My son's 22, bro. Like, that motherfucker was born in 02.
Jesus Christ.
Right? You know what I mean?
Fucking time, bro. Time.
Fucking time. Like, listen, yo, it's fucking bananas. Keep going on.
The population decline was even an issue. At the time, the topic keeping everybody awake at night was likely still overpopulation. However, reading the book nevertheless confirmed some of my long-time growing inner persuasions about the nature of our current issues. I came to the conclusion that there is no way out of the current pickle without complete and overwhelming change in the overall paradigm of how our societies are governed.
That's an oopsie poopsie.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's only one answer, right? Like, there's literally only one answer to this.
Well, no, there's a few answers.
No, there's only one. Like, you could literally, like, all right, so here's the thing. This is the crazy thing. Remember how I told you on that map, right? That, like, fucking, like, Saudi Arabia and Iran are both below replacement, too. They're, like, 1.8 and 1.7, respectively, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? They don't, their women don't have rights. And they have massive amounts of religion. Like, they're fucking theocracies. Or, well, not even like, they're fucking monarchy, right? Ran by, like, fucking Muslim extremists.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, religion's not the answer.
Nope.
Women's rights aren't an answer. These women can't go to college. They can't get fucking jobs. They're not allowed to drive. Right? And they're still below replacement.
Well, I mean, I think that, if you did get rid of women's education, you probably would increase.
No,
I think you would. I wouldn't. I think a huge bit is that.
Again, did you hear what I just said? Did you hear the words that came out of my mouth at all?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna take it back to cities, and I'm gonna ultimately have to agree with you, and I get that. But like, if we want cities to continue to exist, and I suspect that some people do, then the next best thing is, well, women aren't allowed to get educated anymore.
No, I mean, again, like, you have to like instill rural populations. Like, you have to have people grow food. That's what you have to do. There's only one answer to this, That is the only answer. Is like you had to have people grow food. They had to have a reason to have kids. Single answer, dog. That's it.
I mean,
that is it. That's the only answer. Right? That's there's no other answer. Short of like putting women in cages and forcibly breeding them. Like, and that's nobody really wants that. You know what I mean? Because you need moms to be moms. You know what I mean?
I agree with you that kids make good farm equipment, and that's usually why they were made in the first place. Like, not only was it a biological imperative, but it was also an economic incentive. Kids make good farm equipment. Like, you get them to the age of 6, and they can pluck weeds and whatever the fuck. They can benefit you.
Yeah. It's that simple. Like, real shit. Again, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking. You have to have people grow food. That's the only fucking answer. Like, you need motherfuckers to get the fuck out of cities, right, and have like a sustainable population outside of the cities that can feed cities, right? You have to give up the economic model that we have right now.
I don't know how many people want to give up the current economic model.
Oh, there's nobody. There's nobody. I mean, there will be here soon. There's much more coming, right? Because like our economic model doesn't work, right, anymore.
Of course, it doesn't.
Doesn't work anymore at all. Right? You know what I mean? That's kind of where we're at the second. What up, Luke Duke?
Hey, what's going on, man?
We're watching the video, reacting to it, and talking about it. We're recording it. I mean, just so you know.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, anyway, right. So, you know what I mean? That's where we are right now, General. You know what I mean? Like, listen, only answer, people grow food. So, anyway, let's keep going.
Elites that govern them, and the ideological dogmas under which those elites function. That is the case because certain grave contradictions are at the heart of the current ideological model. So, let's look at how the managerial regime and its ideology contribute to the inability even to scratch the surface of our current demographic crisis. The book proposes that during the first half of the 20th century, and especially after World War II, a new managerial ruling elite established itself in the United States, Western Europe, and other developed industrial countries. While Samuel Francis uses the term managerial elite, it is not only the people who are professional managers per se he is talking about. It is the overall technocratic structure that spans corporate businesses, state and international organization bureaucracies, academic and educational institutions, mass media, and cultural institutions.
What does that sound like to you?
Well, to me, it sounds like everything that I fucking hate.
Well, what does that describe? I'm pretty sure that describes what's known as the cathedral.
Yeah, I mean, the cathedral, yeah. I mean,
He's talking about the cathedral, bro.
No, I understand. I have a particular hatred for this managerial class that we've constructed, because they think that they're really smart and they'll lord it over you because, I don't know, they went to fucking Yale or Harvard or whatever the fuck. They went to like the correct institutions and jumped through the correct hoops, and so they must be the best and brightest that humanity has ever produced. And yet, they're absolutely fucking retarded. And what they do is they take up space in areas that should otherwise be occupied by smart people. But they just take up that space and then lord it over everyone. And like, even though they're a whole bunch of midwits, like 120 IQ, they think that they're the smartest fucking people that have ever existed because they're a little bit above average. I am contemptuous of these people. I have a deep-seated hatred in my heart for these individuals, but they control civilization. Good for them.
They're like, well, I'm gonna need a source for that.
That's true. That's true. Sorry, I don't have a source.
Yeah, that's these fucking people. You know what I mean? It's like, listen, it's the science of government, right? Burnham talks about this. It's basically they invented a whole bunch of like degrees that are degrees in the science of government, right? And that's what it is like they have these experts who, you know what I mean, you can offload responsibility to, because human beings are allergic to fucking responsibility.
Always have been.
Yeah, so that's where we are. You know what I mean? So that's why it is that we're going through like this fucking dumb shit, and why we hate these fucking people, because like what they're doing is they're like they're taking they're allowing the spreading out of responsibility over, you know what I mean, like all the fucking problems that we have, by going, well, like we have a study, you know what I mean? Like we can cite this study about this, you know, but like reality is as you know, and as I know, like variables are not able to be like contained inside of like a proper study.
Well, yeah, but if we can just write the correct mathematical equation, then I'm sure that we'll get civilization back on track. We just have to discover the correct equation.
Yeah, we need the right equation, and then we need, you know what I mean, like a quantum computer and AI to tell us what to do. Right? I'm gonna laugh when the fucking AI fucking tells them like, yeah, you need human beings to go fucking farming. Right? I'm gonna laugh so hard. They're like, yeah, how about you unplug me and go fucking farm?
No, dude, what they would do is they would be like, oh shit, yeah, something is wrong with the AI model. We gotta rerun it. We gotta build it back up. Obviously, this conclusion is wrong.
Yeah, this isn't working. This isn't what we're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like, no, we can't do it this way. We're gonna have to, you know what I mean, like fucking redo the fucking code because something's wrong. You know, our study says that like that's not possible because it doesn't make GDP go up, right? So like the model is wrong. You know, so.
I mean, if the model doesn't raise GDP, then what is the purpose of the model in the first place?
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you have two different goals that are antithetical to each other, you know, like GDP plus humans, you know what I mean, or not, you know what I mean, like that doesn't work, you know what I mean, like it just doesn't as a thing. Let's keep rocking.
It is the overall expert class. Now, this new elite did not just emerge out of thin air. It was a response to the breakneck level of development that came with the Industrial Revolution and the massive increase in populations and complexity that the technological development brought. While the author does not use this term, he is basically describing the rapid growth phase of the demographic transition, a term my viewers are surely familiar with, especially those few who watched my previous video. As the population rapidly grew and moved into the cities to take jobs in the booming industrial plants, it created a completely new social paradigm, in which the previously applied ways of organizing society were just lacking. The massively rising overall and especially urban populations created a need for new forms of management of social, economic and political issues, the so-called mass organizations in state, economics, education, culture and media. States that wanted to succeed in the competition of the industrial age needed to foster managerial skills, since the rapidly rising complexity of economic, social and military affairs required increasingly technically sophisticated ways of management in order not to break down. The previous bourgeoisie-led order was based on localized networks of relationships, based on the personal and kinship relations of the entrepreneurs and owners of industrial operations. As the more localized and smaller-scale economic units started to grow and turn into vast nation-scale operations, a new class of people started to take the spotlight. Professional managers who derived their position not from starting their own business or inheriting it from their parents, but by possessing the technical skills required to operate such a behemoth economic structure.
Hey, you know what? Back in the day...
What up?
Back in the day, they had the, I bet managers were like people who had the technical skills to actually be able to like manage shit because like they knew better. I think that we've reached a point in our glorious civilization where we don't even have that anymore. Like managers got like a fucking, degree in communications or whatever the fuck. Like I've been managed by, I've done science and been managed by people that don't even have a fucking degree in science. They got like fucking an English degree or whatever the fuck. And that's my manager. And I go to them, I go, well, we got this problem. How do we solve it? They go, I don't fucking know. Figure it out. Like, why? We don't even have competent managers anymore. Like, in theory, this might work if the managers were competent, but they're fucking not. Like,
well, the problem is like the baseline competence went down, right? So it's we thought we could like replace, fucking like common like normal everyday abilities with like
education,
school and education. Yeah, right. So like back in the day, like you had to solve a problem because like you were on a farm, like oh my god, the horse like fucking got scared of, I don't know, like a fucking snake or some shit, like fucking ran through a fucking fence, right? And now I gotta like replace this fence, and I gotta find a way to keep snakes out of this motherfucker, right? And so like you had like all this stuff that you had to figure out day to day and learn how to do. So like when you got to a fucking regular goddamn job, like you became a manager later on, because you were a kid in the farm or a kid in like a fucking, I don't know, in the rural area or whatever, right? Or you were a kid and like your dad did like construction or some shit. You got to like a regular thing. You actually had a chance when you were a child, like hold tools in your hand, right? And be a human and be around other humans. But instead now we send kids off to like school for like fucking 13 years at the age of 5, right? And then, like when they come home, they don't even go outside and fucking play with their fucking friends. Like all they do is like they go out and they play video games when they get to the fucking crib and don't do shit.
You know what's fucking?
What up?
You know what's fucking nuts? When I went to school, I had to read "The Bell Jar" by Sylvia Plath, which, by the way, is a fucking bullshit book. I don't think it actually means anything. It's written by a woman, but I never during school did they teach me how to like use a wrench. I mean, I already knew how to use a wrench, but like, why the fuck? Why the fuck am I reading Sylvia Plath's "The Bell Jar" and they're not teaching me how to use a wrench? Like. Honestly, like teaching kids like just how to use tools, shouldn't that be important? Like, aren't humans like the tool users of the animal kingdom? Why the fuck are we not teaching our children how to use tools?
Listen, teachers don't have to learn how to use tools. Why should kids?
I mean, fair point.
Right? Like that teacher never had to learn anything. A teacher just, when something breaks, they, complain to a man and then the man fixes it, right? Or he calls somebody who can fix it if he can't do it, right? Or like they make a phone call, or they take their thing somewhere to get fixed, right? They don't fix anything. So like a teacher doesn't want you to know how to learn how to use a wrench because they have no idea what a wrench is. Like you could go into like any school. I bet you can go to any fucking school, grab all the teachers out of the school, right? And then put a toolbox in front of them and tell them, hey, look, give me a fucking 1/2-inch ratchet, right? And they'd fucking be like, I'll bet you 99% of them would fucking come back with an Allen wrench or some nonsense. You know what I mean?
What was just another base thing that Aristotle said? It was masculine republics lead to feminine democracies. We happen to be in the feminine democracy right now. Everything is so feminized. Isn't it nice?
Hey, look, when you got that much comfort, you know what I'm saying? You end up, like here's one that fucks me up, right? Like, how like you have all these dudes who, like angry at females and shit for like having like extra privilege in our society or whatever, right? Instead of like, going like, hey, look, we probably shouldn't like, like have people who are actually privileged in our fucking society who aren't responsible for it. They go, no, I want that privilege. Which is dumb.
Go ahead, Luke, dude.
Thank you. That was very enlightening.
Yeah,
right. Anyway, right. Fucking man. Listen, I don't know what you said, little nigga, but you touched my heart. Right. Right. You know what I mean? Like, so like it's literally on that level where fucking you stand here and like these fucking dudes, like they all like they're jealous. Like of these weak little piece of shit creatures, right? You're like, I'm jealous of like the creature who like could die at any instance if a dude gets mad. Like, why are you jealous of that person? The fuck stop, bro. Like, what you should want is like just to have authority. That's all you should want is to have authority. It's that simple. You should want to be in charge. But you don't want that responsibility. You want to like be able to offload your responsibility too. And that's what we do in our society. We offload our responsibility, right? So that we can be treated more like fucking women and act like women more.
I mean, perhaps personally, last thing I want to do is be in charge. But I mean, teach their own.
Not like you want to be in charge. Yeah, like if you had kids with, you know, what I mean, like an actual female, not that.
Oh, yeah, of my kids. Yeah, I don't. Like of my kids, my household. Yeah, everyone wants to be in charge of their kids, their household.
No. They don't. They don't want to be. No. They don't. They want to be able to be fancy free with kids.
Oh, yeah, that's why you send your kids off to the government school because yeah, why should you have that responsibility?
Yep.
Yeah. Smart shit. Really smart shit.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like fucking listen, bro. Like yo, I know I might sound like I'm not that small, but believe me, it's like you instinctively. You know what I mean? Like yo, we get it. You know?
Yeah, it's basic shit.
Yeah. Let's keep rocking though.
Corporations, where the effective control is held in the hands of managers, while the ownership structure is divided between hundreds and thousands of shareholders who mostly just focus on their revenue streams. That was connected with the increasing fusion of the economy with the state, whose powers expanded through a never-growing and powerful bureaucracy, and executive branch overshadowing the traditionally most important legislative branch. The synergy of the state with mass corporations was advantageous because of the ability of the state to regulate demand through interest rates, public spending, and tax rates, which helps corporations better regulate their economic output. On the cultural front, the managerial elites in the state bureaucracies and mass corporations aligned with the mass organizations in media, educational institutions, mass entertainment, and even religious institutions to help shape the ideological leanings of the population. Now, this might sound a bit conspiratorial. Some big secret agreement between corporations, government bureaucrats, and even media or entertainment companies to nefariously manipulate the hearts and minds of the people. But it is more about the implicit practical impacts of any given decision than about the overtly ideological substance of it. So, the question to ask when analyzing political decisions is not necessarily if this decision is leftist, rightist, progressive, or conservative. It is whether this decision will help to expand the power of the technocratic managerial class. Everything makes much more sense when you start looking at things through these lenses. It is nevertheless the truth that most often, the interests of the managerial class do overlap with the leftist or progressive policies much more than with anything from the other side of the political spectrum.
What was that?
Samuel Francis defines managerial ideology.
Would you want me?
Go ahead, Luke. Dick, you had something to say?
No, didn't know my mic was on.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, man, listen. Fucking goddamn, I keep forgetting who the fuck he is. Like, listen, what up, man?
It's Coon.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I just realized who the fuck he was. I was like, God, it's Justin Coon. Listen, fucking yeah, like this dude has convergently evolved into our way of thinking.
Oh, this is a cool guy then.
I've been there for a while, just
Not
different
Coon.
way.
Not Coon, fucking I'm talking about. Yeah, all of us reached this in a different method, right? But this guy Kaiser Bush we're watching, right? It's another one who just came to the same conclusions.
Interesting. I don't know him.
Yeah, listen,
Me neither.
I used to watch some of his shit a while back, like probably like 3-4 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. I don't know. I've seen some of his stuff. But like he's really on point with like here recently when it comes like the demographic stuff, right? So you know what I mean, like fucking cool shit. Yeah.
But
like,
so you know, I
what up?
can hear y'all fine, but the video through Discord I can't hear hardly. But I'm just listening to y'all's commentary on it.
Oh, you can't hear it?
It's very faint.
I can hear it fine.
Yeah, I can hear it fine too.
Turn up
I don't have
the
a headphone.
if you click on the video, you can turn up the volume. Maybe you have it
Yeah, on
like
the
lower
stream.
down.
Yeah, you can turn up the volume on the stream. Like if you swipe up with it, I don't know if
Yeah.
you're on your phone. If you swipe up with it, there's a volume button. You can turn it up. Like a lot of time it sounds low.
I'm on my laptop right now.
Well, if you're on your laptop, then
Oh, right click on it, and you should be able to increase the volume. It can go up to like I think 200%.
Yeah, I think so. Right, I'm pretty sure.
Suck with fucking. Hold on here. Let me...
Little technical issues here.
Yeah, bear with me, boys.
I'm not 100%. It gave me the option to kick myself. Like that's weird when I left clicked on myself or right clicked on myself.
Yo, kick yourself, bro.
Yeah, I can kick myself, like fuck myself, right? You know what I mean?
I can't.
What up?
It says it's all the way up.
Says it's all the way
Maybe.
up.
What it says.
I'll be honest with
I
you.
don't. I don't know how to fix
I
that.
don't know how to fix it either, bro.
Don't worry about it. I'm more listening to y'all than anything.
Yeah, I got you. If you want to, you can look up the Can you see the video on your screen?
It says you've popped out of the player to another window.
Can you see the video on the screen though?
I don't.
All right, here's
Hold on here.
Yeah.
Good.
Here's what you can do. You can go like watch the video. You know what I'm saying? Like on YouTube.
He's not gonna do all that. He's not gonna do all that.
Could.
You know.
No. Are you talking? Are you simultaneously broadcasting on YouTube?
No. I'm fucking recording. You know what I mean? Instead of like streaming. I should be streaming, but like I didn't feel like setting up a stream.
Don't let me screw you up. Just let it play. I'll listen to y'all's commentary.
Yo, it's why the elites can't solve the demographic crisis from Kaiser Bausch. Right. If you want to watch, and we're at 7 minutes and 56 minutes, or 7 minutes 56 seconds into it.
One more. Hey, what was that one again? What was it called?
Why the elites can't solve the demographic crisis.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah. Fucking.
And we're the blind man.
We're at 7:56 right now.
7:56 at the moment.
7:56. So come on, you goddamn computer.
Let me know when you're close. Let me know when you're close.
This guy's got dial-up.
Yeah, he's in Texas, so you know how Texas works. Texas don't got good internet.
I have 2 foot. I have 2 foot wall.
Got you. All right. So I'm gonna hit play. So let's rock.
As a combination of cosmopolitanism, hedonism, meliorism, utopism, and scientism. Now, I know there was a lot of isms, but we will go through them one by one. To use a couple of direct quotes from the book, quote, "The process of homogenization is rationalized by a cosmopolitan ideology that regards the social and cultural differentiations of the bourgeoisie order as backward, artificial, and repressive. The tendency to homogenize the audiences of mass media is evident in mass advertising. Mass consumption presupposes a uniformity of wants on the part of all consumers, and advertising must instill in the consumer a demand for uniform products. Uniformity of demand presupposes uniformity in the character of the consumers. That is unnecessary and virtually impossible in the smaller scale economy of the bourgeoisie order. The differentiated products of localized bourgeoisie enterprises cannot be marketed to consumers far removed from the place of production and different in tastes, knowledge, manners, and needs from the consumers of the local market. Thus, the economy of mass consumption is rationalized through the formulation and dissemination of an ideology and ethic of hedonism that legitimizes the gratification of appetites and material aspirations through the consumption of goods and services produced by the mass economic organizations."
Yo, listen, bro. We talk about this shit all the time, right?
I mean,
sorry to interrupt there. I just had to make sure you fully understood that. I agree.
I agree too. But
I agree.
Yeah, we all agree.
All right. You guys have a great conversation.
All right. Love you so much. Anyway, right?
What a great input.
Yo, that's a dude who motherfucking does all my artwork and shit, right? Fucking great artist. Anybody wants to look him up, you know what I mean? He's on my server and shit if you need art done. Like, he's amazing. All right. So
what was that?
Samaj. Right. If you need artwork done, fucking check him the fuck out. He's great. But anyway, yeah, so we talk about this all the time when it comes to like culture and localized production and all this type of stuff, right? You know, and like the problem is like this is what we call goy slob. You know what I mean? That fucking idea that like you eat this fucking trash fucking food that's really garbage for you, right? But it's mass produced and it can be like advertised to everybody. You know, but like nobody outside of Pennsylvania or Delaware knows what scrapple is. Right? It's these type of things. Right, where like, you know, fucking you guys have like fucking in Texas they have pizza. That you have something that they call pizza, right? You know what I mean? But like you've never actually tasted real pizza if you haven't left fucking Texas.
I had a good friend that was Sicilian, and he made me real pizza, and yes, You throw rocks at that fucking Pizza Hut shit.
right. Yeah. And so this is the thing that like a lot of people don't understand. You're supposed to have local shit, right? That's like really good for that's y'alls that you own. That's part of your culture and your heritage. That's you make, right? Like everybody here, like makes a chicken pot pie, right? And it's not like a fucking like a Swanson fucking pot pie. It's literally like it's homemade noodles with broth and chicken and potatoes. Right, it's a whole different thing altogether. But everybody here takes pride in making that because it's a local fucking food that we all fucking eat. But you couldn't mass market that to everybody because there's no way you could like actually, how do I put this? Make it like fucking consumable and like shippable to everybody to fuck out. Sort of putting it in a fucking can, and that would just ruin it.
Well, you don't have to put it into a can. Like my understanding of a chicken pot pie is from Marie Callender's. It's a frozen food.
No, it's not a frozen food. It's not. Yeah, again, that's not chicken pot pie, right? Chicken pot pie is like literally.
No, it's not chicken pot pie. Chicken pot pie is handmade, hand rolled out pastry. All the
no. There's no pastry. There's no pastry involved.
Depends. It does depend on the type of chicken pot pie.
Now again, see, listen, chicken pot pie here, right? Is literally like fucking. It's a soup.
Wait, that's not a chicken pot pie. You got to have
dumplings.
No, it's got to be a pie, and a pie requires the pastry section.
It's a soup here, right?
It's a soup over there.
Yeah, it's a soup here.
Everything's regional.
Yeah.
Wait, then how the fuck you call it a pie? That's just a chicken soup.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Like, listen, this is the words that were handed down to us. You know what I mean? Over generations, and that's what it's supposed to be, right, General?
I mean, if it works, it works.
I mean, it's amazing. It's literally like my chicken pot pie can cure cancer. I swear to fucking God, dog. Like real shit.
What's in your chicken pot pie? Chicken.
All right. So what I do is I take like fucking 5 or 6 leg quarters, right, and I boil them off, right, and then I pull the meat off the bone, right, and I like toss the bones, whatever, a dog or a cat, whatever, right, and then I take the meat and I put it back in the water that it was boiled in, right, and then you cut up some motherfucking potatoes and shit, right, and you start boiling it, and you add in some motherfucking like chicken bouillon or whatnot, right, and then you add a little like then you add in the fucking noodles, or you add in a flour water roux, right, or cornstarch, either way it goes, thicken it up some.
There's no pasta in it.
Right, hang on, wait. And then what you do is you take fucking flour and eggs, or some people use flour and butter. I like flour and eggs personally. And you roll it out, and then you cut it up into squares, and you put it inside of there, and you
chicken
boil
and
it.
Dumplings.
Right, and then you boil it, right, and then like
Chicken
fucking. Again, this is chicken pot pie here, right, and then like fucking you take that, you know what I'm saying, and you like fucking cook it off, and then you take that and serve it, and that's fucking chicken pot pie here, right, and it's fucking amazing.
I mean, that's obviously not a pie. I don't know why the fuck you're calling it chicken pot pie, but it does sound good. It sounds good, but it's not pie.
Like our southern chicken and dumplings down here in the south in Texas is what it sounds like to me.
I mean, chicken pot pie here, right? You know what I mean? I don't eat any southern food because, like, as far as I'm concerned, y'all can't cook because I've had chicken everywhere down there and it was all terrible, right? Like, I've never had anything good in the fucking South. Like, your barbecues, like Kansas City probably got the best barbecue as far as I'm concerned, right? And that's not even southern. The best whiskey comes from fucking Kentucky, right? Like, I'm assuming y'all make good seafood, maybe in Louisiana?
No. Okay. Look, I'm gonna say something very controversial here.
Yeah.
I think Southern food is kind of a piece of shit.
Me too.
I like what does the South have? I guess like chicken and waffles are big. Like I like chicken. I don't like waffles. When it comes to like seafood, like they got like gumbo and shit. Like they basically what they do is they like season the shit out of their seafood almost as though they're trying to like hide the flavor of the seafood. Where it's like if you go up to Boston, like you can just eat like straight lobster and it's like, dude, just let the seafood speak for itself. Like honestly, why the fuck do you have to add like 34 different spices to the seafood to make it taste good? Just eat the fucking seafood. Lobster tastes good on its own. You can eat with a little bit of butter and lemon, I guess. But like you could just eat it straight. Why the fuck are people constantly trying to fry oysters when honestly oysters are the tastiest when you just eat them fresh out of the shell. I don't understand Southern cooking. You got to fucking fry everything. Honestly, it's gay.
But I agree with you, right? I 100% agree with you, right? And I'll be real, like you can go to New York and get like fucking pasta, like fucking what is it, for Alfredo and clams and shit, you know what I mean? And like it's amazing, or like clams and wine sauce, spectacular, right? They got better seafood in the Northeast than they do in the fucking South. It's fucking, I don't know what the South does well, because I've been down there, right? I've eaten all over the South, and like it just every time I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like why are y'all doing this to your food? Like I don't understand grits. Like we have farina here, and it just like I think it's better.
I
Dude,
prefer farina.
I don't
Hate
understand grits either. Grits don't make any sense to me. Everyone apparently loves them, and I'm like, this is similar to oatmeal.
Justin, you want to explain yourself?
As to what? So I don't eat grits. I never could stand them. I eat cream of wheat and farina.
Yeah, see, I eat farina too, right?
And
Farina's
oatmeal.
the shit. Like because it's cold.
I prefer that over it anyway. And
Yeah, but I'm not trying to eat oatmeal for dinner.
You've never been poor, have you?
No, it's not a poor thing, bro. It's like
You've never been poor.
No, I have been, but
Yeah,
like
you
I
have
still
been.
didn't eat grits.
Yeah, we don't do. Yeah, listen, when you're poor up here, you do like macaroni and cheese. A lot. How about it? Justin? How many times do you eat macaroni and cheese and hot
I
dogs?
spent like I think every single day when I was younger, when I was in college, I ate mac and cheese literally every day.
Like when I was a pup, and like you know what I mean, like fucking my mom and them, like my mom was like really fucking poor. We were real hard off. 9 months straight, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner was macaroni and fucking cheese. Government macaroni and cheese.
I'll tell you one.
That's the good shit, yeah.
Every freaking this is a tradition all over the South, from Louisiana, from Georgia all the way down to Texas. Every freaking year on New Year's, we had the same freaking meal. It was ham, cooked ham or smoked ham, black-eyed peas, and cabbage and cornbread. Well, there's a reason for that. After the Civil War, after Sherman had decimated the freaking South, the only thing that he left as he was going through burning shit was black-eyed peas. So it kind of became a tradition to eat the black-eyed peas and then eat the damn cabbage to go with it for kind of like good luck and prosperity. And then you eat the ham and then you eat the deal. That became the tradition that evolved out of that. Grit, I think it was because corn was so easy to grow down here and they could preserve it for longer by making grits, which is, I can't stand grits.
I thought grits
And
was
every
wheat.
southern. No, grits is corn soaked in lye, ground
yeah,
down.
I had no idea. Like I had no idea what grits were.
I still don't know what it is. It's some sort of porridge.
It's basically cornmeal. There's
Okay.
several different ways they do it. One is they soak the shit in lye, kind of like hominy, and then they grind that shit down, and then they dry it, and then you eat it later. I've never been a fan of it. I prefer cream of wheat. But like the fried
Yeah,
shit,
you're a cultured
the
Southerner.
problem with the problem is I'm a Texan. The big difference. Different when you cross the Sabine River.
Sure.
Anyway, and but like fried food. The reason why fried food in the South sucks now is because they're using goddamn vegetable oil. It used to be you fried that shit in tallow, or you fried it in suet. Well, suet's the kidney fat or the lard out of a pig. And when you fry it versus what's in the damn vegetable oil or even peanut oil, we used to fry our fish in peanut oil.
I think
And,
I agree with you. I think that the smartest move that the U.S. government ever did was they were like, "Hey, McDonald's, frying food in animal fat is really bad for Americans. So you should use canola oil instead." What the fuck was that?
which was developed to make freaking engine lubricant in World War II.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you what, man. Listen, like, I never really, I don't know, man. Like, I don't like any like Southern food at all, right? I think it's all kind of like fucking terrible. And most of it doesn't. Oh, New Year's. All right, so every New Year's we have pork and sauerkraut and mashed potatoes. Right, that's
That's German right there. But yeah, we do that some too.
Pennsylvania, buddy. This
I
is
did that a
PA.
few.
right? You know, so that's what we do.
Well,
Pork,
well,
sauerkraut,
okay,
mashed potatoes.
okay.
Like, listen, and there's nothing better than pork and sauerkraut, mashed potatoes. Like, listen, dog, I could eat that every fucking day of my life. That shit is amazing.
Dude, I can take you down to I can take you down to Fredericksburg and you can have that right now.
Well, yeah, I can make it
That's
anytime I
German.
want. I have sauerkraut and fucking I have sauerkraut, potatoes, and motherfucking pork and
Fucking German shit. Fuck sauerkraut.
Yo, listen, you know you like sauerkraut, bro. You
Yo.
you don't like a Reuben?
No. No.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I don't like that.
Shut the fuck up. Yo, pastrami on rye with some motherfucking sauerkraut and fucking $1,000 dressing. Come on, dog. You know you love
Okay,
it. That shit's
dude,
amazing.
like I don't
You're making me hungry.
I don't understand you Italians or you Germans. Like honestly, what I want is a nice turkey sandwich.
Oh, I love turkey too, dude. I love it, bro. I'm with you. Like I had a turkey sub the other day. Like fuck, it was amazing. It was like the best thing ever. I love fucking a nice turkey sub and fucking fresh made roll with like some fucking lettuce and some mayonnaise and oil vinegar, bro. Like yo, I'm fucking and provolone cheese.
Dude, fucking turkey, cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayo, mustard. You don't need anything else.
I don't even need any mustard. Keeping it 100 with you.
I like the mustard.
And I don't even like tomatoes. To be honest, I don't like tomatoes on my sandwich. It's an
Italian don't like tomato.
It's a texture.
That's
thing.
weird.
It's a texture thing. I don't like a texture. I like the
Oh,
fresh
hold on,
crisp
do you
of
like-
the lettuce. You know what I mean?
Hey, no, do you like tomato sauce, but you just don't like the texture of a raw tomato?
Yeah. It's a texture thing.
Gotcha. Me raw tomato gives me more heartburn than tomato sauce does, ironically.
I mean, with the tomato sauce, the problem is like with the sauce, like motherfuckers don't cook it properly, right? You know, like when you cook your sauce, like you have to put like the meat in there, right? You cook your meat first, and you put the garlic and onions and shit and basil in, and what that does is it allows when the sauce goes in, it breaks down the acid in the sauce, right? And it gets like, and the meat changes it up a little bit.
My
Right.
Sicilian friend, that's when he told me to make sauce. He taught me, he said, you do the meat, then you add your tomatoes and whatever you want into it. But do the same thing you just said.
Yeah, right. And then you keep this. When you're done with the noodles, you wash them and rinse them. So like you arrest the cooking. Right. That's another big one. That, like a lot of.
And you also wash the excess starch off of them.
I mean, I'm not 100% concerned with the starch, but you just want them to stop cooking because you want that fucking noodle to not be mushy. But hey, listen, we're gonna keep going, bro. Like, listen, we're gonna keep going.
We're never gonna get through this video if we keep talking about
bureaucratic
food.
state involved in the engineering of political, economic, and social institutions through the application of managerial skills requires the formulation of a meliorist or utopian ideology that legitimizes the functions and power of the bureaucratic elite of the state. A fundamental element of the managerial ideology and ethic is its presupposition of scientism, the premise that with the same techniques that have worked in the physical sciences, we can eventually create an exact science of man.
Yeah,
The
shit,
scientific
pause.
Premises.
I mean, shit,
But
I
this is
gotta
why we're watching
respond to
this video.
that.
That's why we're
I
watching
gotta
this video with
respond
you.
to that.
That's why we're watching the video with you, dog.
I mean, like shit, like that's what people do. Like they think that they can create a science of man, and they're gonna keep trying at it, and they're gonna have a whole bunch of arrogance, thinking that they'll like this particular manager will be the one who can actually figure this shit out. Yeah, I'll be the one who figures out the science of man. No, you can't. It's not possible. Like it's not a problem where it's like, oh, there's just not enough thinking that's been done to it. I'm saying it's physically not possible within the constraints of the universe as we know it. There is no such thing as a science of man. These people are arrogant fucking retards.
This is why it is. Yo, listen, I heard this earlier and I was like, bro, listen, General's gonna love this.
I had to blurt that out. You can continue.
Yeah. I knew, right? Legit. Like, fucking, what do you want to listen to it again so it can piss you off some more? Listen,
Yeah, sure.
Hold on. Here, you can listen to it
The
again.
engineering of political, economic, and social institutions through the application of managerial skills requires the formulation of a meliorist or utopian ideology that legitimizes the functions and power of the bureaucratic elite of the state. A fundamental element of the managerial ideology and ethic is its presupposition of scientism, the premise that with the same techniques that have worked in the physical sciences, we can eventually create an exact scientific premises.
It's so retarded. It's so dumb. Why? Why would anyone believe in this shit?
Yo, because I'm gonna need a study for that. You know what I'm saying? We need to make a study and study.
Sorry, I don't have a paper to provide you right now. My bad.
Yo, lit, I
It's-
swear to God, earlier that dude was saying that shit, bro. It's this black dude with a speech impediment who wanted to be an Anglo so bad. Listen, I was like, bro, listen, like somebody needs to smack the fuck out of this dude. Like, bro, you're black. Like, yo, stop, bro. Like, yo, fucking stop. Like, a real shit.
Oh Lord.
There's a unique place in hell for people that think they can outthink God. But that's just my position. Let's carry on.
Of the managerial ideology and ethic offer a rationalization for the application of managerial skills and techniques to political, economic, and social and cultural arrangements, and for the power of the managerial elite. The result is the synthesis of hedonistic, meliorist, and utopian, cosmopolitan, and scientific elements into a popularized ideology that seek to replace the bourgeoisie ideologies and ethic as the fundamental public orthodoxy and moral code of managerial society. The underlying myth or idea of the managerial orthodoxy is that human potential
We all hate
is
that.
most nearly fulfilled in a collective or mass activities that reflect emancipation from traditional, particularistic, and separative identities, loyalties, and individualist selfishness through cosmopolitan interaction, liberation from obsolete and restrictive morality through a hedonistic ethic, and the amelioration of society, man, and the world through the meliorist or utopian engineering of social,
fuck is a
economic, and
meliorist?
political arrangements by the manipulative
I have no
application
idea.
of managerial skills. End of quote. The
I think
primary
they make up
interest
their own words.
Hang on, man. Listen, bro. We can look it up. You know what I mean? We can look it up. Don't wait.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm curious.
Oh, a moralism.
No, it was,
Immoralism.
it was murialist. What the fuck is a murialist? M-E-
Hold up.
A Muriel, like,
M-E-L-I-O M-E-L-I-O-R-I-S-T. No, it's not no, just muralist. Well, okay, we can look up the antonym.
A proponent of a murialism. Hey, bro, listen. Hang on. An alternate form of meliorism.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Click on that. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
A view or doctrine of the world that can be improved through human effort, often understood as intermediate outlook between optimism and pessimism.
Oh, gay shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
No, I understand gay shit.
Yeah, basically, like thinking that man can solve the problems of all men.
Oh yeah, that's dumb.
I fucking agree.
amelioration of society, man, and the world through the meliorist or utopian engineering of social, economic, and political arrangements by the manipulative application of managerial skills. End of quote. The primary interest of the managerial elite is to expand its own influence and power. That is nothing uncommon throughout history. Most elites in various historical periods behaved precisely like that. The way to do it is to promote ideological and political leanings that encourage the biggest amount of technocratic interference in all ways of life: economic, social, cultural, and such. Society is perfectible. Humans are inherently good and more or less the same across cultural and ethnic groups. It's only the environmental and social influences of various allegedly harmful and anachronistic residuals of previous cultural, religious, and ethical norms that make society and life in it problematic. The way to get rid of these residuals...
What up, mate?
I got a damn cricket. I've been trying to... It's appearing. Never mind. Go ahead. Do you think? Don't mind
Man,
me.
if I can talk about crickets and shit.
is by constantly
I
advancing
got this damn
the
cricket
progress
hopping around
of
my damn room. Been
scientific
trying to get him
approaches
for 2
towards
days.
life and human beings. The managerial classes are thus utopianist, cosmopolitan, and meliorist. The perfect society can be engineered. The values that drive people's lives, should not be derived from the traditional ethical norms, usually grounded in religious thought, but from the expertise of sociologists, psychologists, and other experts.
I know
That is
this
why
guy.
there is a persistent anti-clerical and
What guy?
I know this guy is just like describing the ideology, but I'm getting pissed just hearing the description of it. Like, I mean, it's such a bad idea. But I understand that to some extent it's kind of inevitable, right? Because as long as mankind is a competitive species, which it ought to remain, then people that know nothing about arts or sciences will end up competing to be at the top of arts and sciences, because competing to be at the top of institutions doesn't necessarily require skill in those institutions. So you just end up with a whole bunch of psychopathic assholes at the top of all these institutions that we theoretically love. And this is played out throughout the world. I mean, I accept it, but I fucking this whole thing. This idea that we can perfect humanity through our own ideas, as though anyone on Earth has ideas that can make the human species better. The arrogance.
I mean, listen, it's not about. Listen, like it's. You know what it is, bro? Like real shit. It's motherfuckers who are standing on the shoulders of men who they have no idea who they were and have no respect for. Right? Like all these things were built off of dudes who were actually really fucking smart. And now the people who inherit these things are like, fucking sub, 110 IQ fucking, transgendered fucking retards is the issue.
Yeah, but those 115 to 120 IQ retards, they control YouTube. Fuck free speech. They're correct. You just got to let it go, man. You just got to let it go.
I mean, listen, I know that, right? And I don't fucking care, right? I'm still going to call them retarded. You know what I mean? That's where my mentality. Listen, you're not going to stop me from fucking calling them retarded. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you do. You're never going to stop me from fucking calling you retarded. That's my mentality, right? Like, as long as I'm fine with you being fucking in charge, as long as I can call you a retard to your face and then stand back with my arms out. The fuck you gonna do, pussy? As long as I can do that, I feel like I'm okay. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm all right.
I think that we should go back to the times where like you could just challenge like the head of a thing to a duel. We should have duels back. Duels is a good way of with guns or with fisticuffs, doesn't matter. Just I think duels, that was a good way of ensuring that incompetent retards didn't stay in place for long. That was probably a healthy thing. I don't know why we got rid of that.
Shout out my boy Memes of Destruction. He used to say that shit all the time. Let's keep going.
culturally progressivist streak among the managerial classes. It's not really about the managerial elites themselves being persuaded about these ideologies. They likely often aren't. It is more about the underlying implications of these ideologies not being in opposition to the managerial ideology, and they can thus be easily incorporated into the managerial elite. Modern progressivism encompasses massive enlargement of managerial positions, aimed to describe and regulate all the newly discovered severe problems of society regarding race relations, sexual identities, or patriarchal oppression, for example in the form of DEI and ESG departments or in academia. You can argue the same with radical environmentalism, which once again creates the platform for new government climate departments, international panels, government-subsidized production of renewable energy sources, and such. That is not to claim that climate change is not a real issue. Still, no one will persuade me that there isn't a palpable interest of the people who engage in researching it and designing possible solutions, to present it as the most severe threat possible.
Yeah, listen, I mean, this is classic Moldbug right here, right? Which is basically, like powerful ideas are fucking powerful, right? So like, if an idea requires massive amounts of government power or massive amounts of like fucking managers or like, fucking college people to like be able to do shit and have them be employed, they're going to fucking do it. It's no different than like the construction worker saying like, listen, this stretch of highway here needs redone. And I know it's only 200 feet, but it's going to take us 45 fucking years to do it, right? You know what I mean? Like, because, we don't have enough guys and we only have like a one-armed man to do it. And so therefore, we're going to have this contract for the next 40 fucking years. Like, it's every time like they do this shit, they're like, yeah, that pothole right there, we're going to shut down the whole highway and get a crew of 75 people to go do that. Like, listen, we need to... Yeah. It's highly important that we do because it's destroying cars and transportation.
That's rent. That's what you would call rent-seeking behavior.
Yeah.
Yet in Japan, they had a freaking entire bridge collapse on the side of a mountain, and they cut it off, made a bypass, a big rectangle bypass, had it all finished in a week.
Well, the Japanese are bug people. They're like ants. They're good at constructing new things.
Question, hey Tom, up there in your area, what type of roads do y'all have? Y'all using asphalt? Because down concrete. Here now they're doing everything. Y'all doing concrete too? Yeah, everything here's now freaking concrete.
I mean, they've been laying a lot of asphalt, but it's terrible. Right.
They're replacing roads with concrete instead of asphalt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a good decision.
It is a good decision.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, asphalt's better than concrete for driving.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
I mean, do I have to explain to you why it's not?
Yeah, explain to me why it's not.
Okay, so like the problem with asphalt is it melts. It's basically a solid liquid, right? So in the summertime when like you have like heavy equipment on it, the heavy equipment just pushes into the road and pushes the road out of the fucking way, and so therefore you end up with massive like ruts in the road, and you have to redo them like every 10 years. Asphalt's really bad for driving. Asphalt's fine for like your neighborhood or your driveway or some shit. I mean, it's cool for like a parking lot, these type of things. They ain't bad, right? I don't know if you've ever seen like somebody like put like a heavy piece of metal somewhere on like a driveway or like a piece of asphalt or something, and then they move it like a year later and like there's fucking big ass holes in that fucking asphalt. You ever seen that, General?
I mean, how come all the roads that exist in my area are made of asphalt then?
What region are you in roughly? You ain't got to give me exact, but what
I'm
state
in Maryland.
Are you in? Maryland.
Most of your roads aren't asphalt. They're fucking concrete.
No, it's at least where I'm at. It's mostly asphalt.
695 and 95 are all concrete.
Oh, you're talking about highways? No, I mean like the roads, like just regular roads.
Oh yeah. The back roads are all fucking asphalt. You can do whatever with that.
I mean highways can vary between like asphalt and concrete. That's fine, but like, why the fuck don't we make roads out of concrete if like concrete's
what we're doing here on our back roads? Our back roads here, they're taking this stuff called road base, which is leftover concrete that's been crushed up and made into kind of an aggregate. They lay it down and then put a couple of other layers of sand and stuff on top of it, then asphalt over it, and it helps keep it a little bit longer. But they do it on the back roads and like 2-lane roads. We call them farm to market roads here and stuff like that.
So asphalt is cheaper than concrete?
Yes, way cheaper than concrete.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they make it out of recycled stuff, right? So like the input materials are way cheaper, right?
Okay.
And
well,
concrete lasts longer. Concrete lasts way longer. Like,
all right, this is a thing. This is a thing that I did not know. I'm willing to admit that I don't know what I'm talking about, but I just I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why like your buildings. Like think about it like this. You ever seen a building made out of asphalt, General?
No.
You know why?
Yeah, I think I can predict why.
It will melt.
It would fucking melt. Like because weight plus heat plus asphalt equals things falling apart. And then on top of that, asphalt's very porous. So in the wintertime when like water gets in and then it freezes, it just breaks into fucking chunks. Yeah.
I admit defeat on this one.
Yo, bro, like, listen, you ever heard me use the term alley biscuit before?
No.
Yeah, so I say like, listen, I'll hit a motherfucker with an alley biscuit, right? And literally that comes from when we were kids. They had asphalt roads and they would break apart in the wintertime and they just pick up chunks and like hit motherfuckers with them and shit.
In the
Now,
summer of '98, I was 10 years old, and the asphalt outside on my road, Ellsberg Road, it pulled up and bubbled up, and cars would go through it, and it sounded like water going through it, and you could see the steam rising off the top of it.
yeah,
Wait, so asphalt's just like concrete with like oil mixed into it, right?
no,
Oh, asphalt is tar mixed with
Tar,
what's
yeah.
that? What's that rock? It's tar mixed with a rock. I can't remember the
yeah, it's
fucking
like,
rock's name.
yeah, I forget the name of the rock, but they use recycled tires, petroleum, and
Shingles.
Yeah, it's oil and shit. Like it's oil mixed with like
Yeah.
concrete shit. Yeah.
I don't know if you could imagine using oil on a road might not be a good idea. You know what I mean?
I mean, I can see why maybe that's not a good idea. Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
And like imagine like trying to plow it, you know what I mean, in the wintertime. You know what I mean? Just basically a giant sheet of ice. Like I literally almost wiped out some asphalt down there in Maryland on the fucking off ramp on 695 off of 70 the other day.
Yeah, but if it's
almost
but
died.
if it's black though, like it won't hold as much ice as concrete.
No, it does. It holds more.
Holds more because with down here on the asphalt roads, we have to watch out for black ice when we get it.
That's why they call it black ice.
And with the, because it's so clear that water just clears on it. It looks just like the road. You won't see it, and off you go.
Yeah, and like, cause asphalt, like, cause it's made of oil, it will like fucking literally like keep oil on top of it, and how like oil and water separate, and the oil goes on top, right? The oil will sit on top of the road, right? And like, so when it starts raining just a little bit, like right as it starts raining, like you'll just have big oil slicks on the fucking road and shit.
Hydroplane.
Yeah, asphalt fucking sucks. But anyway, let's keep going.
Especially one that can be dealt with through their supervision. Any form of expansion of the power of international organizations is in sync with the managerial interest, since professional bureaucratic staffs adhering to the managerial class are running these institutions. The expanding power of the courts, increasingly interfering with subjects previously reserved for the legislative power, is also part of the expansion of the managerial power. On the business level, it might seem counterintuitive at first that corporations would support more government bureaucratic interference in the economy. However, that is usually true of smaller or middle-sized businesses, not of the giant multinational corporations. They actually thrive in an environment with massive interconnectedness between the state and the economy. They have the scale to navigate the regulations and the various governmental subsidies, and the economic power to influence the shape of said regulations via
This is
lobbying
what we've
in
been saying
Washington
for
or
years.
Brussels or whatever.
Yeah, as I said, you know what I mean? Like, it's dude, you know what I mean? It's like coming to it.
Yeah, keep playing.
Tell me these guys not so much, he's so much better than What If Altus.
Now, the book is focused almost
Don't get me
entirely
started
on
on
the
him.
US, but I would argue that modern Europe has reached an even higher level of managerial elite domination than America. But maybe that is only my perception due to lesser exposure to American realities, who knows. In my experience, it is usually not the CEO of some multinational mammoth corporation complaining about the massive amount of EU regulations, but the owner and founder of some middle-sized company that feels the heat and often cannot continue to function in this environment. In this way, the larger corporations can eliminate competition from smaller enterprises.
Based!
Expansion of state and public spending, very often through debt financing, helped create a broader consumer base for the products of the corporations. Every expansion of the welfare state or overall state interference in various ways of life creates new bureaucratic position needed to administer these new flows of funds. Now, on the part of the managerial domination of educational institutions and mass media, they partake in molding public opinion in several ways. Firstly, through education reconstructed in a way that creates effective employees who serve the needs of the mass corporations and the state.
Yep.
Secondly, to further reinforce the ideological basis of the managerial regime. by portraying it as the most rational and just way of running society.
The managers
and
are
through constant
oppressed.
ideological attacks on the former ethical and ideological
Yo, that, like, bro, like, listen, this is classic fucking Uncle Ted right here.
I hate this paradigm so much.
Bro, listen, yo, listen, General, right? Remember, man, it's very important. Honk, honk. You know what I'm saying?
Honkity honkity.
Honk, honk, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Calm down, dog. You know what I mean? We gotta, you know, expose it and laugh at it at the same time, right? Now, because this is like one of the most dangerous, terrible things in the world, and they're all going to lose. So, you know, I mean, it's not like we're in terrible shape. You know what I mean?
They collapse under their own weight.
Yep. We're gonna explain why. Gonna be here in a little bit. Let's keep rocking.
values.
Evolution
centered
for the
around
win.
tradition, national or ethnic communality, religion, and so on. And thirdly, by pushing the message of hedonism and instant gratification to encourage the consumerist aspirations, suited to be satisfied by mass corporations. One of the best examples of how this works is the currently expanding anti-disinformation industry. It is basically the creation of some kind of college-educated truth experts that will allegedly distill what is objective information and what is some form of nefarious manipulation that is
This is the
undermining
most evil
credibility
shit.
of the institutions. Or, in other words,
They don't think it's evil though. They think they're doing like the good of the world because all they've ever known is a planet that was ran by these fucking people and their ideology. And so, like, if you're threatening their ideology, you're threatening the world, General.
No. I mean, yes, I understand that, but what I'm saying, I am hard pressed to think of something more evil than getting a 22-year-old to fact check you and then ban you off of a platform because he decided that he fact checked you and actually you were spreading not misinformation or disinformation, but actually malinformation. This is straight up fucking 1984. Like getting the children to report on people. Like this none of this.
But as they do that, it gets people to where they won't want to be on those platforms. They move to different things, to other formats.
Nah, there's
Move
nowhere to
on,
run.
and
There's nowhere to run, dog.
Listen to me. Listen to me. It's like what happened with MySpace. MySpace, everyone fled to fucking Facebook. Facebook got too big for their damn britches and started fact checking and cutting down. Now people are leaving, going to different formats. And I do agree that they are trying to control everything.
People didn't migrate. People didn't migrate due to political issues between MySpace and Facebook. They migrated because turns out Facebook was better to connect with their aunts and uncles or whatever the fuck they do there.
I understand that. And that what gave Facebook the big head to start clamping down on things because they started monopolizing when that happened. And since they've got the monopoly on it, just hold on, let me finish my thought. They continue to monopolize everything. They think that they're going to continue that monopoly forever. But history shows monopolies fail, and they fail epically. East India Trading Company, anyone?
All right, so me and you were talking the other day, Justin, about like fraternal orders and all these type of things, right?
Yeah.
You know how
I'm still.
Do you know how they destroyed them?
Honestly, I don't know. That's what I'm researching.
Okay,
right
yeah,
now. What have you
I
discovered?
can tell you. I can tell you how they destroyed them. Right. What they did was they forced them to let women join. Right, because every time men create something cool, right, like the women come in and
women got come and fuck it up.
Yeah, right. And so this is what's always going to happen. And the women are the ones who bring the management class in. Right. And this, as I said, there's nowhere to run. Right. That's the bit. You just like this motherfucker has to collapse under its own weight, and we have to have a thing to offer everybody else. You know, I mean, before that happens, which is what we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Now let me ask you this.
What up?
What are we offering?
I'm offering communitarianism, right? Like families, I mean, like authority, the match responsibility to end slavery, right? All these type of things, right? You know what I mean? Like fucking giving you back the power of like, fatherhood and like your family structure and your order and your culture and your race and your heritage and your honor, right? That's what we're offering, right? That's
Okay,
that's
cool,
what we're going to
cool,
offer.
and I agree with that. I agree with that. Now, what's the structure we're gonna have so people can get into it when it collapses? Do we have that yet, or are we still working on that?
Well, women should not have the right to vote.
Okay,
That's a really good one, bro. Like I like that a lot.
a good one, but it's a good one, but that doesn't answer my question.
Yeah. So, the basic structure is beginning to like grow your own food and destroy like, the food system and become reliant upon each other and build up outside networks.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. You know what I'm saying? These is like the farmers markets, people growing, eggs and chickens and,
Think
tomatoes out
local,
there.
act local.
Yeah. Think local, act local. That's the mentality, right? This is
I got
where
that
all this
from
comes from. Right. Yeah. Right. So this is the mental, ground up, and then, on top of that, like top down, because once you have enough groundswell for that type of mentality, the top comes along.
The
The
I'm
top will
still have
come
to
along.
lunch on the top. Maybe hopefully when the base gets wide enough for it to do it.
Yes, 100%. Right, the top will come along.
That's what I'm
Now
hoping.
they're
That's
gonna
what I'm
they're gonna
hoping.
attack. They're gonna attack this type of shit, right? As they
Oh,
always
yeah,
do.
hell yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? But like,
Well,
what up?
I mean, what we're ultimately facing, I think, is like on a meta perspective, not to meta game here or whatever, but what I think that what we are facing is basically the bottom up versus the top down. And nobody knows
What
who's
I've
going to
seen.
win at this, because actually, the top down is very powerful, and the bottom up is
Oh,
also very powerful. Uh, my hope is that the bottom up wins, but I mean, who knows? We could find ourselves in 300 years of tyranny if the top down wins. I mean, who knows? It'll
well,
be
here's my
fun
thought.
either way.
And hey, hold on. There's my thought, and then we'll get back to moving on that top down versus the bottom down. What I'm seeing is this: logistically, when you look at the logistics of both, bottom will actually wind up winning on top. Now, the top down may win because it's got the most aggregation of power, but they can't sustain that power at long periods of time and are dependent upon the bottom to run their fucking machines and to feed them.
Well, not so. Like, this is the problem. He's gonna get into this here in a minute. You know what I mean? Which is really good. But basically, nobody wants to fight for these motherfuckers, so they can't hang on to
That
the
too.
monopoly of violence.
I see that, and I do agree with that.
Well, let's keep rolling.
Yeah, let's keep rocking.
Yeah, go ahead.
The managerial elite. The nefarious manipulations are obviously usually that information that goes against the narrative advantageous for the elite, and vice versa. Now, the book is about 700 pages long, so this is a very crude TLDR. There are countless other examples of the managerial elite workings, and I could go on about them for another 20 minutes. But I hope this is sufficient introduction to the book's main thesis. Now, the thing to understand is that these claims aren't directed against sciences like sociology, psychology, or environmentalism. I love sociology. Demographics are part of it. Same as it is not a critique of management as such, since that would be absurd. But those things should be tools, a means to achieve an end, not the end itself, which they became. And it is not working. Now, Samuel Francis proposes that the biggest weakness of the managerial regime is its inability to use force, and inspire people to have sufficient loyalties to be able to use force and potentially die in its name. Firstly, because the basic ideological ethos of the managerial ideology is inherently pacifistic. Since if you are to propose that rational, scientific, managerial ways of dealing with issues are the obviously superior ones, violence cannot be seen as a legitimate way of dealing with social or international issues. Secondly, the managerial elite is recruited from people whose psychological makeup is not suitable for force and violence, but more for cunningness, deception, compromise, and manipulation. And thirdly, if you systematically deconstruct all the previously valid ethical and value systems that aroused loyalty, self-sacrifice, and bravery, such as patriotism, ethnocentrism, religious fervor, or such, in the name of the hedonistic ideology of self-gratification, you will inevitably end up with a population completely unwilling to fight for the system. Something that is clearly happening throughout the West.
Oh, that's an oopsie
Samuel Francis
poopsie.
also describes the process of the managerial revolution taking place within the military and law enforcement forces. Now, with this not so brief introduction in mind, let's finally proceed to the main course of this YouTube feast: application of the previously outlined concept to demographics. Now, I honestly do not think that the managerial elite is anti-natalist by conviction. There might be certain ideological niches within it, such as radical environmentalism or certain facets of radical feminism, but it is not the overall conviction. Kind of by definition, the population collapse creates a huge issue for its functioning. It will inevitably create scarcity, and the regimes will have massive issues maintaining legitimacy, due to the consequential unsustainability of welfare systems that the managerial elites administer. I think they would honestly love to figure it out, without negatively influencing the other fundamentals of the managerial regime, to have their cake and eat it too. But they can't, since the tools at their disposal are useless in this regard. Only through autonomous social institutions that the managerial elite systematically dismantled for decades can the demographic crisis be figured out. It is quite ironic that the regime, that has on its side the alleged untamed power of modern social sciences, cannot incentivize people to do the most basic pro-social behavior in human nature, to procreate and thus ensure the continuation of society itself. One of the leading Czech demographers, Tomáš Sobotka, estimated that the modern state can improve fertility by about 0.2 children per woman through various social policies and perfectly calibrated spending. That is the extent to which the expert class can theoretically improve fertility rates. Due to the basically inexhaustible source of expertise in social science on the part of the regime, that is really underwhelming.
But
there are many reasons for this.
It is the result of the expert class, I believe, that fertility rates are so low.
It's urbanization, dog.
Yes, they wanted everyone to funnel into cities so that we could, I don't know, increase GDP. It is their own wants and desires that made our civilization so weak and decrepit and unwilling to even copy itself. Like, this is all on their shoulders. They pictured a utopia. They brought us to this theoretical utopia. And now we are left in the squalor of this theoretical utopia. Fuck these people. I don't trust a single one of them. Fuck them. I hope they die.
Yeah, listen, most of us agree with you, right? I mean, like I think Pol Pot was probably right. You know, I mean, the end of the day.
He killed a lot of
There's
people.
no benefit. To kill you is no loss.
Well, I mean, again, you know, I mean, like Pol Pot was, you know, like that motherfucker, like he had it on point. You know, I mean, like the midwits were a fucking problem. You know, I mean, in Cambodia. So, like, you know, fucking Pol Pot took care of the midwits. You know, like that's not a bad way to do it. At the end of the day. I mean, of course, they still ended up fucked in the long run. You know, because that wasn't the only place in the world where there were midwits, and then the rest of the midwits in the world came in and said, right, that's a bit of an issue, right? But you know, this kind of is the problem, and also the issue is that the education system and the media, and you know, I mean, like all the things that you know, I mean, indoctrinate you and fucking what's the word I'm looking for here, that stand here and like indoctrinate. What's mind wash you, brainwash you? That'd be a brainwash you. Or that'll be probably a decent word. That indoctrinates you and brainwash you into the ideology of the management class. Get to motherfuckers very young and very early, and implant these ideas in their heads of like, you know, ultimate freedom and da da da. And they try to pull them away from like their parents and their fucking heritage and their community and all that shit. And they look around and they go, oh man, listen, there's nothing for me here. And they feel like they should be like living the way the influencers live on their YouTubes and their Instagrams. And that's where we are. You know what I mean? It's always been this way. But even when it was just like cable TV back in the day, it was like, oh man, listen, I want to live like Friends, or I want to live like whoever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Lifestyles of the rich and shameless.
Lifestyles of the rich and shameless. Some die wicked and some die brainless. Right, yeah. That's where we are. right? Everybody wants to be a movie star. Everybody wants to be that actor. Everybody wants to, have that lifestyle. Of,
But we won't be,
Yeah.
and we're slowly learning that fact.
Yeah, we're slowly learning that, Yeah, and so that's where we are.
It's okay. It's okay.
I fucking agree, right? Little by little, we're learning that we're not going to be special. We're not going to be rich. We're not going to be famous, right? This has been a slow process of understanding for human beings. And everybody's looking
Well,
around.
We're all
Uh,
special.
one could say that you're not your khakis, you're not your job, you're not your wallet.
Definitely are.
You're not, right?
Definitely are.
You're not, right?
Definitely are.
Yeah, you're not.
Definitely are.
How?
I'm sort of memeing, but it does help you interact with the environment. Which is
It's not though. It's not though, right? So
certainly does.
no, in a proper social situation, right? It's not the rich man who's like revered, right? It's the motherfucker in the community who's like actually like competent.
Have you ever seen videos of where
General Chief,
sorry, my bad.
yeah, no,
buddy.
chill.
Sorry,
Yeah,
my bad.
I just have some real quick. It's only a sentence
Yeah.
or two.
You're good.
But money and the level of money you have, like, definitely changes who you are, or it's representative of who you are.
I can see how
it's not right. And this
I
is
can see how you got there, though. I can see how you got there.
Yeah. Because this is today, right? Because you're living in today, right? Like if you've never see Google, you're young, you've never seen this, right? And that's a fucking crazy thing, right? There used to be men in our communities who were revered, but they weren't. That's what we're looking for here. They weren't rich, right? They didn't have a lot of money. They didn't have a lot of stuff, but they were revered as men in the community. Right, they were pillars of the community. They were part of something that was bigger than themselves, and like people relied upon them, and people respected them, and people loved them. Right, not because
when they spoke, everyone listened.
Yeah, right. But they didn't. They weren't rich.
Well,
I mean, there used to be a time where actually, like, sometimes like there were rich people and they were like really fabulously wealthy. They'd come into a social circumstance and they'd be kind of awkward and. Sometimes rich people can't buy their way into social status, and that's important.
This still operates this way.
If you can't buy yourself with social, like with money, into social status, then you're like an 80 IQ.
No, it's not. It's not that, right? So like here's a crazy thing, right? You know what a concierge is, Mr. Google?
Concierge?
A concierge.
No.
Not a consigliere, a fucking concierge.
Okay. No, I don't know what that is.
Okay, so a concierge.
Seriously?
No, it's bro. Listen, he's a pup. He's never fucking like had to deal with one, right?
How old is How old are you, Bubba?
He's like
Just
17, right? Yeah, he's a pup. So a
Stick
concierge.
with us, kid. You'll learn a lot.
Yeah. A concierge is a dude who, at a hotel, right? For instance, especially like he'll be there'll be one of really really high end hotels in every city in the world, right? Whether it's Tokyo, whether it's Dubai, whether it's New York, LA.
He will book you in restaurants.
Yeah, he will not just do that, right? He'll also know like where to get everything that you fucking need, right? And with a concierge, they say, you pay me when you leave and you realize how valuable I am.
That's the guy that will find you crack in Toronto.
Yeah.
He's a man that knows how to get things.
Anything you need in that city, right? But he's not a rich man. But he's very, that's a dude that you don't fucking cross.
Yeah, sure. Now, generally the point is, right? Like, when you look at money, there's certain traits that can be associated with wealth levels. And we've discovered this, through, statistical data. So that's more what I recognize.
Sorry, do you have a source for that?
I do.
Yeah, you probably do, right? Yeah, you'll 100% have a source for that. But here's the thing, and this is really important to understand. There's a lot of fucking terrible human beings with a lot of money. Who
I agree.
who
I
would
would
have been
argue that
held
being
in
wealthy
check
and being extremely wealthy.
like
Like, you can make
300
it
years ago.
feel
They would have
more
been held in
evil.
check. You know what I mean?
I don't think
Yeah.
anybody was ever held in check actually. Like but
Um,
that's just like that's me, right? Like I don't think society's gone any less or more authoritarian than it was or is currently.
Oh no, I'm not talking about like
Definitely.
any less or more authoritarian. I'm saying that like there's a lot of guys today who have a lot of money who like 300 years ago the fucking like everybody would have rose up and killed that motherfucker
I disagree with that. I don't think
when they
we
were
would.
young. When they were a kid, they would have died.
When they were a kid.
Yeah, they would have got killed by another kid when they were fucking when they were a child.
So we're talking
A
about
lot of
self-made people.
No, we're just talking about people in general.
Yeah,
No, how are you gonna kill a rich man's kid?
yeah. All right. Well, yeah. First off, like if that kid's a terrible human, he would have died. Actually, the father would have probably killed him if he was a terrible human.
I don't think so.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's historical evidence on
Really,
that one. You
kill
get
Commodius. Like Commodius was a retard.
I mean,
Okay.
there's going to be, exceptions for this, but the vast majority of times, if
No,
somebody
all the
realized,
exceptions.
if someone realized that their child was like a very bad person, they'd fucking execute him or lock him in the basement.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Oh, well, okay. You don't have to think so. That's totally chill.
Well, like, no, I'm saying, like, from my historical experience and my historical research, like, that's typically not the case.
that's awesome.
no, it is the case, right?
I don't know.
Like terrible humans, you know what I mean? Like you would get rid of that motherfucker, right? When they were young, because like you would notice that they were terrible when they were a kid. But we're gonna keep going with this motherfucker video. Let's keep rocking.
Okay.
to go.
Firstly, the managerial ideology promotes hedonism and instant gratification to boost mass consumption. But having children is to a certain extent the antidote to instant gratification. Unless you are very wealthy, having children will inevitably restrict one's ability to consume on the same level as previously, due to the costs connected to child rearing. And even if one is wealthy and does have the means to afford children without restricting his consumption ability purely through available funds, it still restricts it through time. Having children is probably even more time restrictive than it is cash restrictive. A good example of this is traveling. We live in a time when traveling was sold to people as an aspirational lifestyle, without which your life wouldn't be complete. And traveling is great, I like it the same as everyone else. But you do not need it for a happy and fulfilled life. You do not need to spend Euro weekends in every overcrowded European capital with a nice cathedral to be happy. I always use the comparison with my grandparents in these cases. My grandparents, living during the communist period, were like twice in Bulgaria during their lifetimes. But the idea that they were not happy because of it is ridiculous. They were honestly happier than most people are today. That is not meant to be a defense of communism in any way, shape or form. There is a pretty thin line between attacking overt consumerism and attacking the increasing living standards of the population, which is clearly misguided. Capitalism is the most efficient way of organizing economic relations in a society. But capitalism, or any other economic system, does not exist in a vacuum. Its specific characteristics are shaped by the cultural environment in which it operates. In the absence of other strongly shared values, consumption might become a goal in itself, instead of just being a mean to achieve a more comfortable or civilized life. However, as I already alluded, having children opposes the overreaching atmosphere of hedonistic instant gratification that is dominant in society. Most modern mass advertising is incredibly narcissistic in nature, being centered around the idea of youth cult and the ability to fulfill your momentary wishes being presented as a virtue. All this sentiment goes against the idea of having children, since they, by definition, are a long-term investment of sorts. Now, I am a father, so I do have some insight into this topic, even though I do not pretend to be some kind of expert. But to have children is by definition something you do with a sort of long-term outlook on your life. What I witness in many people who claim they do not want to have
So,
kids
Tom, can you pause
is
the
that
video
they
real
tend
quick?
to view their life as if they